Hey everyone, welcome back to Jaybirdresin Art. My name is Tara, and today is the Slay a Tray collaboration, which is a collaboration every week on Thursday with custom created custom created for you by you, K&D Creations, and Crystal Clear Creations. That is a mouthful. So this week's theme is blooms and bees. So yesterday I did the Coasting Through the Week collaboration where I did the double coaster mold by Molten Shapes, which is the crystal edge one. So today I'm going to attempt to do a matching tray for that. I'm going to try to do it a little different though. So let me go mix up some resin and we'll get started. Okay, so for this time on the first layer, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put black around this rim to try to raise up where I can do the bloom on a level surface. So I've mixed up 3 ounces of Bondcraftor Resin and I added some black pigment to it. So I'm just going to fill it in and let it cure. I feel like it would do better at the bloom area if my surface was level. Now, this is the first crystal edge one that they came out with, so there's not a lot of room to do the bloom and then do a back coat because this middle piece is pretty high. There's only a little slim area so I'll have to really be careful when I do the bloom not to overfill it too much so I can still put my back coat on. I wish I had the one that was the deep one. Maybe one day I will get that one. It gives you a better or a deeper surface to be able to do a bloom and then do a back coat. Trying to be really careful not to get this black on my surface there and to not overfill it where it comes up on there. Just need it level. It's almost there. Alright, let me check. Maybe a little bit more. Okay. Looks pretty good. Some areas I think are higher than others. Don't really want to go over and break that surface tension where it will go over to my other layer. So I think that looks good. I have a little bit left, so I'd say probably about 2.5 ounces will fill that first little rim area if you need to know that for some reason. Put something in my resin. Okay. So I'm just going to let this cure. I'm going to find something to put this in, and then we'll be back to do the bloom. Okay, so we're back, and this is all cured now. So I have mixed up 4 ounces of Let's Resin Fast Cure. And this time, what I did differently yesterday from what I'm going to do today, I think I'm going to mix up, I've already got my foil, the gold foil in here that I'm going to put in the center. And then I'm going to put a little bit of resin mixed in with the gold foil before I try to place it in the center. And then I'm going to weigh out my white. So yeah, let me go ahead and do this part first. Just a tad bit, just to make a little paste or something, you know. Hopefully make it easier to get it down there in the center. If you didn't see that video that I'm referring to, it's just the video from yesterday where I did a set of coasters and I put gold flake in the middle for the first time. Usually I don't put a center in. It was a little off center. I guess that's why I don't do it normally, but okay, so that should be good for that. Let's see. Should I go ahead? I don't know exactly how much this is going to take to do a thin layer, because I don't want a very thick layer, of course, because I got to do another back coat. So let's see. Let me check the temperature. Right now we're at 32 degrees, which when I turned the camera on, it was only at 30, so it's heating up quick. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this so I can see how much I have left for my white, and to make sure I leave plenty of space for a back coat. Okay, just going to let that kind of move over before I add any more. See what I'm working with here. Let's see. Just maybe kind of got it over a little bit. All right, so let's check how deep it is. Yeah, that should be good. I got a little over an ounce left. I'll add a tiny bit more. I don't want to add too much because I still need to add my white. So we're going to leave that there. And I'm going to try to get this center better than I did yesterday. My husband always said my eyes were crooked because when I hang pictures, they were always off center. So I'm not great at finding the middle, but I'm going to try. Oh, this might not even be enough. It's all sticking to the cup. Okay. Alright, so got that in there. So let's kind of, I'm going to try to move that around a little bit. It definitely worked out better than yesterday. I'm trying to stick it in there. I don't know. What do you think? Yeah, it'll probably move a little bit whenever I go to do petals anyway. But it doesn't have to be perfectly round or anything. So, I don't know. I think that looks pretty good. Alright, so I'm going to see how much I have here. Go to grams. I don't really need that much, but well, let's just make it an even 20, which I probably won't. I don't know. Depends on, yeah, let's just go with 20. It's even it off at 20, and I'll do like 2 drops of the ocean white. Normally, I'm more comfortable with the casting craft. That's what I've always used. But there's barely anything left in the bottle. And I have the ocean white. So, yeah, that's what we're going to have to do. Alright, let's see. Oh, goodness. The whole bottle wants to come off. There we go. Cap is a mess. Alright, so I'm going to just do 2 drops. Just kind of squeeze it and just let it fall. I don't want to put too much like I did yesterday. It kept wanting to come out too fast on me. Okay. Alright, that looks pretty good. It's pretty opaque, really. But hopefully it'll be alright. I could add a little bit more of the white resin though, since I have more. I don't want it to be too heavy. Let's add a little bit more. And then I also have the white chalcedony by Mayspring, which is, it's white, but it has like a gold kind of interference to it, basically. It just gives your bloom a little bit of a sheen to it. This can also make your white heavier too, though. That's probably too much. Well, no. I was going to add the rest of that clear since there wasn't much left, but I'm not going to. But if I need it for some reason, I have it. Okay, you probably can't tell on camera Especially I have to have my ring light off so you can see, or else it's going to have a big glare on it. But kind of turn it to the light, you can see a little bit of a sheen to it. Okay, so now let's move all this out of the way, not knock it over. And I'm just going to use my cup here. Just going to pinch it where it's got a little spout. And let's see, I'll have to move this over so I can get my head in there. So I'm just going to do a spiral just like I did on the other one. And I'm not going to go towards the far edge because it will spread out as well. I don't want the bloom petals to go too far over where you can't see them through the black. I'm going to try to keep my line even all the way around. And have a good, like, thick line to where it spreads well. Well, doesn't look like I got it even good. Okay. Alright, now before this drops, I'm going to spread it over some. And I have a little bit left. Should I? Thinking, do I want to do that? It is spreading good, but should I do some little thin ones too, maybe? There. Hopefully it wasn't too much. Okay, so now I'm just going to, well, first of all, do that. See how it's spreading out before it pulls in. If I would have started at that edge, it would have went all the way over here. And it still might go further over. Don't know. But, okay, so now, as far as petals, that's already moved, looks like. I'm just going to pull in on, like, the numbers on a clock. Oh, okay. Should I do more? Make them thinner or just leave it like that? I don't know. Sometimes I like the bigger petals. Sometimes I like them, like to have more. But let's see. Do I also want to pull out? Sometimes I like it. Sometimes I don't. I don't know. Let's pull. I should have thought about this. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and pull in again. Do it a little different than I did the other ones. Ooh. Oh, goodness. Has anybody gotten any good deals on Amazon Prime Day? I know it started yesterday and it's going on for the next couple of days. I grabbed me some silicone because I was running low. But yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it like that. I don't think I'm going to pull out. I'm going to leave it just like that. It looks like it's doing pretty good. Of course, I got this right here. You won't see it, but might as well get it out just so that when it pulls in, I don't know. Oh, you ain't going to see that anyway. Okay, so, all right. Well, let's just hope that blooms well. And then we'll be back to do a very thin top coat or back coat because there's not a whole lot left. But there is a little bit. So I'm just going to leave this to cure. And I'll either be back to do the top coat or I might just come back on demo just because, I mean, you know what that's going to be. Just a solid black back coat. That's all I'm going to do. So, alright guys, we'll be back. Alright, so everything is cured now. I already did the background clearly. And part of this collaboration is you also had to incorporate a bee. So I had this little brooch that I bought and I cut off the back little pin and I used the Jaybirdresin brush on silicone to make a mold of it. And the mold is not great because of course I had to use the brush on stuff and I didn't think about needing to get up like underneath of the wings, but it's good enough for what I need it for. So here's the brush on silicone. You got to put it in a cup, you know, but I know I've done a couple of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this one out. A lot of times, because I've done it 2 other times, one of these will end up breaking off because they're so thin. But we're going to see if I can get this one out without breaking anything. So it does end up having like extra pieces underneath the wing because, like I said, I didn't get the silicone underneath. They're really good, but you can't see it when it's sitting upright anyway. I'm going to be really easy with this. I probably will end up trying this again now that I know what I need to do to make it better. Please don't break. I'd like to at least have one good one that I don't have to fix. Okay. Oh, well. Okay. So far, so good. Oh, wow, look. Oh, well, it is missing the tip of it. That's what happened last time. It's really hard to get that resin down in those little spots because it's so teeny tiny. But here is, let's move this. Here's the bee. That actually turned out probably, other than that little piece, better than all the other ones. And see, it does have a little extra piece right there, but you can just cut that off. But that's cool. See, the other ones, this is the first one I did. I already colored the little pearl on the back and the stripes. And then this one, that one did break off. I fixed it. And yeah, so those are cute. So I just wanted to have a mold of it so I could do it over and over if I want it. But anyway, and then I did have a couple more extras. These little doves were from the Bloom. A little cute little thing. That. Oh, well, it's kind of blurry. And I did these little mini blooms over here with the extra clear and white that I had. And this mold, I actually made it of the Into Resin butterfly. And since I had extra on this part of clear, I poured it because I hadn't poured it yet. I was testing it out. I actually made a mold of the mold. Anyway, I got a lot going on today. So, I'm going to just want to see what this is going to look like if I got a good mold out of it. Oh. Okay. Oh, wow, that is good. Cool. It's like perfect. Just like the other one. No bubbles. It's shiny. Cool. So now I got a copy of this. That's good. I also made a copy of the little turtle one. So, yeah, and I made a mold of the mold too so that I didn't, because I didn't have like a little bowl that was big enough or small enough that wouldn't waste a bunch of silicone. So I just made a mold of it. Cool. That worked. Really good. All right. And then I also, I got a bunch of extras. We'll get to this because I got to explain. Because I basically already know what this is going to look like. Anyway, so when I did this one, I had a little extra clear because I didn't make all of it black. And I also made this little flower with some of the clear, and then I dropped the rest of the black on the back, so it kind of looked pretty cool. I really like that. I'll probably turn that into like a pendant or something. And then this one, the little turtle mold I had, I already had the pink glitter in it, so I dropped the white in it. Isn't that cute? It's like perfectly in his shell, and then I filled it in with the white. That is too cute. Alright, so, and then we'll go ahead and get these. Let's move this out of the way. Oh, that's cute. I just dropped a little alcohol ink. Put the clear in, dropped one drop of alcohol ink, and then swirled all the white in there. So that's pretty. And here's the other one. It is pretty. But, oh. Anyway, okay. So, I already know that I'm going to have to do some fixing on this. And I'll explain what I think happened after we demold. Oh, okay. To move this. Alright, so. Oh, actually, that's not bad. Oh, okay, that's actually really nice. I had all this extra stuff planned out to fix this. Okay, well, okay, so what I was getting at is from the back, this part right here, it just, like, once it got to this area, it just stopped blooming. Like, you know, but actually, I kind of like it like that. I was going to get like a sticker or something and cover that up because I didn't think it was going to look good. But I actually really like that. See, what I was going to say is, though, I don't know if, see, normally I don't wait like with my, resin whenever I do blooms, and especially like I said, in the summertime, I usually just kind of mix it, put it in the vacuum chamber, and then pour it because I have a history of waiting till 33 degrees, like everybody says, and then it doesn't bloom all the way. But this time I did wait a couple minutes, and I didn't pour it till like, what, 32 degrees or something. So I was afraid that I waited too long. And yeah, I mean, it didn't bloom all the way. But either way, I still ended up liking it. But yeah, so I guess it didn't turn out too bad. I really like that. Kind of like how the black comes through right there. Huh. I was all upset thinking it was going to look awful, but I really like that. Okay, so to incorporate the bee, I was thinking maybe kind of putting it on the side, maybe, because like it's a flower. Maybe it was getting ready to go land on it somehow. Put it, I need to finish this one, or I could just do one, kind of just stick it on there somewhere. I don't know. I got to find a good spot for it to kind of stay. I have to get some glue or something. So I'm going to look right in the middle. Then it'd be in the way. So yeah, I'm going to have to find a way to kind of stick this on the side. I don't know if I'll use all of them. I was just trying to get a good one. That's why I did it 3 times. Okay, it will stay there. So I can get some glue, stick that on. I don't know. What do you think? Should I do more than one? I do know. This is going to be tricky. Okay. I need to color that. So I'll get some chrome markers just in case I want to put more than one and color these. And yeah, I don't know. Let me think about it. I'm going to go get some chrome markers. I'm going to color this. And then I'll figure out if I'm going to do one or multiple. And then we'll be right back. Okay, so I wanted to come back on. So I made the little bees up. And I kind of highlighted the wings and stuff with gold chrome marker to make them stand out across, that black whatever. And then I found these tiny little nail rhinestones that I got from the Dollar Tree, I think. So I added those, and I did fix parts of the little antenna things that were missing. And how I did that, I just took some UV resin with a tiny little drop of alcohol ink, and I just took like a little drop of it on the end. I stuck it right there on the tip, and then I turned it upside down with my flashlight and cured it like that. So now they got a full little antenna there, and this one was kind of missing a little part of his nose, so I did that on the tip as well. So now I'm just going to glue these on the side. So I guess I'm just going to use some E6000, and since it's kind of thick and would hopefully stick it on, it would stay in place a little better. So I'm just going to do that now. And be careful because I don't know if that glue is dried. Hopefully this isn't all dried up. Well, got glue on the end of it. Dang it. Come on now. Okay. Well, anyway, hopefully that's good. Alright. So I'm just going to take these. Where's a good spot? Let's see. I had it somewhere that it would stay good. Where was it? Okay. I'm just going to put a big glob of glue there. Oh, his wings are a little flimsy. This must be the one I did last night. Okay. So hopefully it will stay there. And then, come on now. Well, put a glob glue there. Come on. Yeah. Come on now. You know you want to stay. Okay. Ah! No. Sit. Lord have mercy. He don't want to stay. Maybe that's not a good spot. I don't know. Stay. Maybe. Alright, so and then let's do this one. Maybe. There. Okay. What do we think? This little guy don't want to stay. Maybe he needs more glue. There. Okay. So, it's not evenly spaced out, is it? But it's fine. Oh, what do you think? I think it's cute. Okay. So, yeah, there's my little Bloom and Bloom and Bee Slay a Tray video. And then, yeah. So, I think these turned out cute too. I'll find something to do with those at some point. I don't know. What could I do with them? Maybe put them, use them as little inserts for a different tray at one point. I have a couple of the ones I did a long time ago that are a little smaller than these. Maybe stick them in something. And I don't know. I really like this. I think it turned out good. What I did with this I had this new Mateo interference. I can't hardly read it and got glasses on. Emerald Cat. And I mixed it in with some clear that I had. And I dumped it in the little sunflower mold. And then I just poured what I had left of the black for the background on top of it. And it just kind of blended together. And then I also kind of put some on a popsicle stick. Okay, so the emerald gold was in there. I poured the black on top. And then I took my little popsicle stick with some black on it and just kind of wiped it into the petals like that. And that's how I got this. And I really like that. Definitely going to find something to do with this. And so, yeah, that's the video for the day. Let me know what you think. I think it turned out pretty good. Even though it didn't bloom fully in the middle, I kind of like how it turned out even still. So, alright guys, well that's it. And if you like this video, I ask you to please give me a thumbs up. And make sure to go watch the other creators in the Slay a Tray video. There's a couple other ladies. I don't know if there's any other people than the creators of the collaboration joining or not. But go check them out. And I will see you next time. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.